Collins and Casie Shimansky, who are respectively the social media lead and social media manager at the talent brand of Cisco. Woohoo! Okay, so because they work in social media and because they work in talent, there are no better two people to talk about how to take a relationship formed in social media and bring it together in real life to help you get a job. And they're particularly perfect for this story because Casie got her job this exact way. Why don't we start with Carmen? Tell me a little bit about this relationship that we like to call a twinship, right?
Yes, it's our twinship.
Yes, I love it.
We're also social media twins, sisters from another mother.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it works out. We were both going to the Social Fresh conference a couple of years ago, and as social media people usually do, we were on Twitter and we were using the right hashtags and we were talking about going, and we had a conversation. She was in Florida, I was in Florida. Ooh, we should meet up there and say hi. And you know, you say these things on social and you don't really think they're gonna happen.
Yeah, sometimes at a conference you just never run into that person.
Right,
You never see them.
But you form these incredibly real relationships,
very much
right?
so,
Online.
yeah.
Yes. So guess who I sat next to when we got to the conference?
Oh my goodness. Now, did you know you were each other?
No.
You were the Twitter friends that you
well,
were?
we knew each other as our Twitter handles.
But you didn't know when you were sitting next to each other?
No, we just went in and sat next to each other.
How did you discover?
Started chatting. I think she introduced herself as Carmen and she lived in Florida, and I said, oh, I'm Casie, I live here in Orlando, and she's like, wait, you're at the name is Casie from Twitter? And I was like, yeah, and you're at CJ Collins on Twitter, and we just had that moment.
And it was like, angel singing.
And so how did you continue to foster the relationship? Was it a combination of online and offline? Was it just online after the conference, and you're not IRL anymore in real life? And you're not IRL anymore. How did you continue to foster the relationship?
Sure. So I think we kept in touch on Twitter. I mean, we were hanging out that whole time at the conference.
Okay.
And then just kept in touch on Twitter. And I don't think we saw each other again.
No, not in real life.
Yeah, until I had reached out to her and, had said I was looking for a new role, wanted a new opportunity if she knew anything. And I was interested in finding something that was flexible and able to kind of give me that work-life balance I was looking for. And we were gonna chat, and again, our ships kind of went sailing into the night, but then I think a few months later, she messaged me back, and we got into chatting again, and she said, I think I have this opportunity for you.
So I love that because you fostered the relationship over time. And did you, when you were asking, and when you put your feelers out across social media, did you feel uncomfortable, or were you ready because you had built a relationship already?
I already knew her, so it was just going through that, who should I reach out to on this front? And there was a couple people, and she happened to be one of them, and just through our chatting through Twitter and getting to know each other, it just was, it was like talking to a friend that I'd known my entire life and saying, hey, I need a new, opportunity. Where should I go?
That's amazing. And Carmen, so you feel, I know that you have been in social media and an influencer for a long time. So in that process, do you recommend really fostering the relationships frequently? What's your advice for somebody who's looking to form deeper relationships online and potentially then ask for help?
Yeah, well, that is exactly what it is. It's a relationship. It is either through Twitter. We have conversations where we'll start on Twitter, we'll end up in Facebook Messenger, we'll end up in text. I mean, you can't follow the thread because we're social people.
It's everywhere.
It's reaching out where you are. So it's just building that relationship, and it's not always about I'm looking for a job or I'm looking to hire.
Right.
It's let's stay in touch. Let's talk about, Carrie is my mentor. This is how we talk to each other.
Right.
So it's just building a relationship. And then at some place down the road, if things work out, it just happened to work out. I sent a message to Casie and I said, guess what? You could work with me.
Amazing.
If you really want to. Warning.
Warning, it's me. Okay, so would you, let's say there's somebody you really want to get in touch with, would you reach out online on Twitter or any of the different avenues? Would you hesitate? If there was somebody big you wanted to reach out to, would you reach out?
Yeah, I would.
I would.
Can't hurt.
I think social media in particular takes down some of the barriers that if you're a more introverted person going up to someone at a conference and just introducing yourself might not be as comfortable, but there's a little bit of a wall behind social media, which we all know because people can abuse social media the same way.
Yes.
But, there's that reaching out and I always, when someone follows me on Twitter, I always read their bio. And I'll email them back and say, hey, I saw that you were a Walking Dead fan. Me too. Woohoo! Wait for next season, right? And you start the conversation in a way that's not at all about getting something. It's about giving something.
Love it. I think that social media might just be the introvert's dream for getting jobs, right?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Making new friends and getting jobs and connecting.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes. Social media changing the world for introverts one day at a
Yes,
time. One
very
tweet
much.
at a time,
One
really.
tweet at a
One
time.
tweet at a time. Thanks, guys.
Bye.